Hey guys, it's Karin. Welcome back to Little Art Talks. Now, last month I made a video called Must Reads for Creative People, and you guys seemed to really like it, so I wanted to continue making these monthly must reads that have a certain theme to them. And this month I want to talk about materials to help you guys out if you are trying to learn modern and contemporary art. Maybe you look at modern and contemporary art and you don't really know what to do with it, you don't really get it, you don't know what to think about it, but you want to learn more. So today I want to share some books, videos, and so forth to help you guys out. Now, if you haven't watched these before, my must-reads are basically a collection of books, articles, but also things that you don't read, like TV shows, YouTube videos, and movies, podcasts, and so on, that I want to share with you guys. Of course, despite the title of this video being must-reads, obviously everything is up to you. So I'm going to do my best to explain why I think you guys should read, watch, or listen to these things, and hopefully I do a good enough job that you can determine if it's something you're actually interested in. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is these two guys. These are the Art Since 1900. It's a textbook for sure, written by four really cool people. This is one, this is two, so there's two parts. Not going to lie, these are full-on textbooks. So if you're a person who thinks textbooks are cool, so if you're looking for a really structured way of approaching modern art and you want sort of the timeline, the names, important people, the theory, and so forth, textbooks are a great way to go. That being said, if you're a person who picks up a textbook and your eyes just glaze over, you're obviously not going to read it. So I don't want you to spend money buying anything that you don't think you're going to read. But if you're a person who actually wants that sort of structure, this is a great set to start with. Maybe you like the idea of how much a textbook covers and you like the linearity of a timeline, but you don't want something as intense as a textbook. I have here for you the Art History for Dummies, and this is definitely geared towards something more like a high schooler who is taking the AP Art History exam. It's not just modern and contemporary art, it covers everything, but if you like something a little bit more brief, sort of the Cliff Notes, this is a cool introduction if you want to just get the gist, and then you can expand from there, obviously. As with all the other books that I'm going to be mentioning, I don't think you could read one book and then feel like you know everything, but especially not with something like this. But I do really believe in sort of seeing what's out there, see what grabs your attention, but then look further into each of these topics. And this is a cool jumping off point if this is what works for you. So looking at specific arts of work and these artists is really cool, but what if you want to get a more general view of everything else? I have here Art History, the Basics. This is for someone who's maybe already really interested in art history, but you want to get a little bit more of sort of the history of thinking about art history, which kind of sounds meta. How people have thought about art and art history over time and how it's changed over time. If you are looking for sort of a new way of thinking, this is a great book to read because you can see how people have thought in the past, how people think now, compare them to each other, compare to how you feel about art history, and so forth. So the next one is for the people who are not textbook people, and this is a book called What Are You Looking At by Will Gomperitz, and the great thing is that it reads almost like a novel. It's not textbooky at all. It's kind of like reading a novel about these people, and all these people just happen to be artists. So if you're looking for something a little bit more casual or more approachable, this is a great option. He keeps it pretty lighthearted and entertaining. Maybe you don't want to read books specifically, but you still want to learn, or you want to find different ways to continue learning other than reading. So I have a couple of options for you here as well. First up is watching TV shows. There's a couple of really great options out there, and I have two here, and these are sort of the book versions of the TV show. Like, they have a TV show and then they also released books. This one is Ways of Seeing with John Berger. and The Shock of the New with Robert Hughes. And both of these are pretty cool options. You can read it or watch the TV show, either way works. They're a little bit older, but still really great introductions and really interesting to watch them now. And of course I have to wrap this up with some online options as well. Art21 is a great place to look at. They have so many documentaries of profiles of specific artists. A YouTube channel I want to do a shout out for as well is called The Art Assignment. And you guys probably already know it's a PBS series on YouTube. They have a sort of flagship series where they go to artists and the artists will talk about their practice and also give you an assignment. So that's something you can not only learn the history of, but also participate in, which is really cool. They also have a great series called the Case For series. It'll be like the case for a specific artist. They've already done one for Andy Warhol and Mark Rothko, and they also have one on Kanye, which is kind of hilarious, but I also kind of love it. And I highly recommend that you check that out as well. They're quite fast-paced, but they fit in a ton of content in that short period of time. Of course, there's this YouTube channel, hint hint. I have a couple of videos talking about modern art movements where you can start off with, and also another series that I do is called 5 Artists in 5 Minutes, where I talk about 5 different artists all within a specific theme. Not all of them are modern and contemporary art, but I would say well over 80% of the artists that I share are modern and contemporary, just because that's what I know about and what fits into my videos and what I want to talk about. And my goal is really to just share all these artists with vastly different backgrounds, vastly different practices, and hopefully you find some art that resonates with you and look further into it. So that's just a quick rundown on my recommendations of where to start. Definitely let me know if you try them out and what you think about them in the comment section below. I'll have links and titles to everything in the description bar below, so be sure to check that out. I hope you guys like this sort of theme idea for must-reads. I feel like giving it a theme gives me direction on what to put into these videos as well, so hopefully you guys are enjoying them, and if you have any requests on what kind of themes you would like to see or what might be fun, please leave them in a comment down below as well. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.